The day has finally arrived. I get to test the Achilles ATR Sport 1 versus the ATR Sport 2. Hooray! This is the most requested battle that I've got, so thank you guys for all of the comments, feedback, etc., etc. It really helps. I have a running list of all the tires that you guys send me, and I will make them happen eventually as I get the coin and as I have days where I can do this at an event that I run. Again, these are both 225/40 18s mounted to the stock 350Z wheels. One thing that I'd like to add is that I will be changing my wheels out for a different brand here shortly. So I will no longer be on the stockies, but I will be on some fresh digs by Style Up. So super pumped on that. Gonna be running their Manji wheels. Thank them kindly for those new wheels for these tire test videos. The Z's gonna look styling up. Style Up, get it. Anyway, so the ATR Sport 1 is a 400 treadwear tire. It's meant for what appears to be long life. The tread patterns on these are almost the same. They're a little more blocky on this one, so we'll see if it can disperse the heat better. But overall, I actually like the way that the ATR Sport 1 looks more than the ATR Sport 2. I'll give them a measure here in a second. But moving on to the ATR Sport Dose. The ATR Sport 2 is also a 400 treadwear tire. So we're really comparing apples to apples. I think this is the closest that we've ever been in a tire test treadwear wise. Giving him the initial fingernail test, the ATR Sport 1 does feel a little bit softer, so I think I'm really going to try and pay attention to how much grip that these have initially and throughout the test. Towards the end, all the tires get slippery, so that's kind of a given, but we'll see which one will last longer. Now these are both directional tires, so there's not an inside and an outside like some of the other tires that I've tested, so that's also an interesting fact about these Achilles. Now again, I can't remember the price that I picked these up for, but I will put them right here. Still well under the $75 a tire, but more on the pricey side. Fun fact, when we were filming Motorcycle vs. Car Drift Battle 3, we actually partnered up with Achilles, and Achilles sent us some ATR Sport 2s as well as the 123Ss. They were brand new into the country at that time, so it was really hard to get the 123Ss. But they did send us a bunch of these, and they were pretty fantastic on the city streets, so we'll see how they do on the racetrack. Thanks, Achilles, for helping us out with that one. Now again, remember, I pay for all of these tires on my own dime. None of these are given to me, none of these are sponsored to me. I do this so that I can be unbiased towards my reviews on them. So I have not been paid for any of these tire reviews, I have not been given tires for any of these tire reviews, and I would like to keep it that way. It may be a little bit more expensive, but it's totally worth it in the long run. So again, if you want me to keep doing these, please like, share, and subscribe. The more people that watch these, the more of them I can do. So tag a friend that may or may not need some Achilles in their lives. Let me know what you think in the comments. Give me feedback. Give me comments. Give me criticism. Let me know what tires you want me to test. Let me get a measure on for these. Sick! So the Achilles Sport 1s are coming in at 24 1/4 total height. The Achilles Sport 2s are coming in at 25 inches in total height. Now I don't know if that's because of increased tread depth or what, but these are taller. So for you Fitman boys, that could be an issue. You may want to go with these. The ATR Sport 2's usable tread width is coming in at right around 7 3/4. The ATR Sport 1, however, is coming in at a little over 8 inches. There's actually more contact patch on the Sport 1 than there is on the Sport 2. Now, thanks to it being summertime here in Albuquerque, Nuevo Mexico, it's gonna be a hot one, folks. So I'm gonna take my water bottle out there and I'm gonna have to spray the car down to keep it cool. I'm gonna have that heater on full blast. It's gonna be miserable in there for about 25 minutes while I do the tests. So I'm gonna go ahead and do these in order. I'm gonna start with the 1s and then I'm gonna move on to the 2s. So I'm gonna toss them on the car, put them down to 25 PSI, head out to the track. a hot one today, folks. The ATR test is complete. On this side we have the ATR Sport 1s, and on this side we have the ATR Sport 2s. I'm going to put their numbers up right here. Now I want to start off by saying both of these tires were smoke monsters. I had in-cab smoke starting from lap 1 and going until I was almost finished. So when I was first testing the Sport 1s, I was like, damn, that's a lot of smoke. And then I started testing the Sport 2s and I was like, okay, now there's some smoke. So for a stock horsepower Z to make smoke that can come off the front wheel and in through the window, it doesn't normally happen that way, at least from what I've found with my car. So it was really nice to have a good amount of smoke. So if you were using these for Pro-Am, they are veritable smoke machines. So Achilles Sport 1s, they had good grip for about 4 laps. After that, I think on my 5th or 6th lap, one of the tires delaminated. I just kept going because 6 laps is kind of ridiculous, and I knew they had a little bit of tread left in them. I didn't get very many laps out of these. I don't know the exact number, but I've already showed them because I counted it up at home and showed it to you people. Like I said, the Sport 1s made a lot of smoke, so if you're going to use these as a Pro-Am tire, good on ya. If you're going to use these as a seat time tire, don't do it, because you won't be able to keep up with anybody after your 4th or 5th lap. Moving on to the Sport 2s, the grip was about the same, but the grip stayed consistent for longer, so these can handle heat better. Not only did they make more smoke, they lasted longer, and they went all the way down to the cord, whereas these tires delaminated really early on into the test. Kudos to the Sport 2 for whatever tread compound they're using. It is far superior to the Sport 1. The Sport 2s didn't start to get really slippery until the very, very end, so that's fantastic. They still made decent smoke all the way through the tread depth. So I'm really pumped to have finally gotten to do this test. I hope you guys really enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed doing it. I would definitely say the ATR Sport 2s won this battle. They're not at the top of my list, but they're absolutely not at the bottom of my list, and these are a fan-freaking-tastic Pro-Am tire. So if you want to do that, and or you want to just go out and get some seat time with your buds, these are a good tire for that. This is Officer Dan with another cheap drift tire test video. Again, like, share, and subscribe to keep me doing these, and I'll see you guys next time.